and then we will use government binding, and then later on, finally, we will come to the so-called minimalism. Okay, but let's start with transformational grammar in 1970s, 1960s, and 1970s. All right.
Okay, sure.
Again, if something is not clear to you, please feel free to stop me. Yeah. Okay. Let me turn off the camera to make the internet connection better. So we are going to discuss what is meant by constituency, and then this is the topic of our course, trees. Okay, and of course, what is interesting is the rules that, of course, we are going to talk about the descriptive rules. Yeah. Okay. So let me start, everybody.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
So first of all, I would like you to remember that the reason why syntax is interesting, it is because it has inaudible internal structure. Inaudible means something that you cannot hear. Okay, but it is there. So this is like a ghost. Yeah. Okay, inaudible internal structure. So when we are talking about syntax, it is not. We are not talking about just. It is not simply a linear string of words. So when you see sentences, phrases, and so on, it is not simply a linear string of words, but inside this linear string of words, we have inaudible internal structure. All right. Now you might wonder, do we have evidence for this claim? Inaudible internal structure. All right. Let me give you the evidence, okay, to convince you that when we are talking about syntax, okay, it is interesting because in syntax we have to reveal the so-called inaudible internal structure. So if you see this phrase, old followed by women, followed by and followed by men, okay, what do you think it means? Everybody, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It
sir.
can
In
be
terms,
Yes,
both,
sir.
if we are talking
both
about,
women and
Yes,
men
sir.
are both.
if we are talking about linear string of words, then we are talking about the order of old, and then women, and then men, right? But what do you think the meaning of old, women, and men?
B. Both of them are old.
Who,
Yeah, it
who,
can
who
be
are old?
A or
Who are
B.
old? Who are old?
Women
Women and
men.
men. Why do
Yeah,
you
all
think?
women and men.
Why do you think women and men are old? Because
Linear.
because
Linearity.
because old may modify
More than
women
one.
and men, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Both.
Yes, because all modifies the noun, sir.
Yeah, it may modify women and men, right?
Yes.
Both,
Yes,
right?
sir.
That's why
Both.
we can say that the meaning of this phrase, the women are old and the men are old, right?
Yeah. Right.
But there is another interpretation, right? Old
Yes.
may modify only women, right? It does not
Yes.
modify men, right? So this linear string of words may also mean the women are old, but the men are not old, right?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you think causes the different interpretations here?
Excuse me, Mr. Yasir.
Uh,
There is a word of an and, kata dan over there. So it means that equality. What do you think? So the women and the men must be old because of the word of an and. Ada kata dan di sana.
right. But it does not only mean women and men are old, right? It can also mean the women are old, but the men are not, right? So what causes this difference? Again, the difference is probably caused by the structure because old can modify women, but it can also modify women and men, right?
Hi, my name is
Right.
Dominic Villa. I'm a translator and also
Is that understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the reason
Yes,
why
sir.
this phrase has different interpretations
Hi,
because
it's
they
Dominic.
have different structures. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So as you see, I use a picture here. So old may modify women only, or it may modify both.
Please
Okay.
still
Let me give you another example. He sold the car to his brother in New York. What do you think this sentence means?
He sold the car in New York,
That's
or he
one
sold.
interpretation.
Yeah.
Do we have another interpretation?
His brother is in New York. He sold the car anywhere, somewhere.
So he sold the car to his brother who is in New York, right?
Yeah. Right.
Uh-huh. It can also mean he sold the car to his brother while he was in New York, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what do you think causes the difference of interpretations?
Because the prepositional phrase can modify the noun phrase or modify the verb phrase.
Right. You are right, Todo. Thank you. Thank you. So you see, when we are talking about phrases or sentences, we are not talking just about the order of words, yeah, or the linear string of words. But remember, phrases and sentences also have the so-called structure. All right?
Right.
All right. Is that clear?
Yes.
The evidence that phrases and sentences have structures.
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes,
you
sir.
convinced? Are you convinced or not? Because again, this will be our subject matter. Yeah. So when we are talking about syntax, we are not just talking about the linear string of words, but we also talk about structure. All right.
All right.
So again, what is interesting is when you are doing syntax, the structure is inaudible, but it is there. so 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 this is like a ghost, yeah. Okay. All right, everybody?
So a sentence can have multiple interpretation then.
Because of multiple
Linearity,
multiple structures.
multiple structure.
Right.
Yes.
So of course, probably in general, probably a phrase or a sentence only has one structure. Okay. But most of the time, it may also have more than one structure. And as a result, it causes different interpretations. But this proves that when we are talking about phrases and sentences, we also talk about structure. Okay?
So here we discuss interpretation because of multiple structures. So
Right.
we leave out
Yeah,
semantic. We leave
so
out semantic. We leave out
what causes
pronunciation.
what causes the multiple interpretations are because of multiple structures. Okay? So it
So
is
it-
the structure that is responsible for the different interpretations of phrases and sentences.
So we don't discuss pronunciation. For example, like you are coming,
No,
then you're
no,
coming.
no. If I give you a sentence like I give you he, and then after I give you he, and then I give you so, and then I give you the, and then I give you car, and then I give you two, and then I give you his, and then I give you brother, and then I give you in, and then I give in nu, and then yo. So what will uh, causes interpretation in your head when you see the linear string of words here? Do you just interpret the words, or do you also interpret the structure?
Yes, sir. Interpret the structures first, of course.
Yeah, you interpret both. The linear string
Yes,
of
yes.
words plus structure. Yeah. So this is why it is interesting when we are talking about syntax. It is not just the linear string of words, but you must also interpret the structure. All right? Is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So now, let me focus on the structure. How do generative grammarians describe the structure? Okay? Okay, everybody?
Okay, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
now,
Okay,
after I have proved to you that phrases and sentences have structure, now let me show you how generative grammarians describe the structure. Okay? Up to here, any questions?
It's
Up to
clear,
here,
sir.
is the focus of our class today clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Clear,
so
sir.
we will focus on structure. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you ready to talk about structure?
Yes, sir.
All
Ready,
right.
sir.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Okay, sure.
we are ready, sir.
Let me start. So what does it mean when we say a phrase or a sentence has a structure? So in generative grammar, we are going to understand this statement to mean two things. Okay. First, the words in a phrase or in a sentence are grouped into units. Okay. And these units, we have a formal term for this. It is called constituents. But constituents basically mean units. Yeah. So let me give you an example. So consider a sentence such as the following. This boy kissed that girl. So if you have to divide this sentence into constituents, am I correct in dividing this into this boy and kiss that girl?
Yeah, noun phrase and verb phrase.
Okay. So when you divide a sentence like this, it means that you divide the sentence into constituents. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Now, let me ask you questions. How do you know that I am right in dividing the sentence into the constituent this boy and the constituent kiss that girl? So for example, this boy kiss is not a constituent. Kiss that is not a constituent. That girl, sorry, this boy, that girl is not a constituent. But this boy and kiss that girl, okay, are constituents. Can someone help me?
How about using WH question to test it out, Pa? Will it work?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
who kissed the girl, this boy, and what did the boy do? Kiss the
Yeah.
girl.
So for
Gitu.
example, if you ask who kissed that girl, what will be the answer?
This
This
boy.
boy.
This boy. So if you can provide the answer, it means that your answer is a constituent, right? But do you think you can ask a question and the answer is this boy kiss?
No. No.
No. Why? That's why, because this boy kiss is not a constituent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the WS questions that Ian has just mentioned can be called the constituency test. Okay. So for example, if you say who kissed that girl, and the answer is this boy, then this boy is a constituent. Okay. But if you cannot answer the question, then your answer is not a constituent. What about if I want to ask about the verb phrase? Kiss that girl. Can you give me the constituency test? What should I ask?
What did
What
the boy
if
do?
this boy?
What did the boy do? What did the boy do? What will be the answer?
He
kissed the girl.
If you can answer the question, it means then it is a constituent because it has passed the constituency test. All right? Okay,
Yes,
everybody?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So again,
Thank you very much. Yes.
so what is important again in a structure is every structure consists of constituents. Yeah. Okay? Remember this, yeah? So when you describe the structure of a phrase or a sentence, remember, first of all, you must describe it into constituents. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Up to here, any questions? So again, let me ask you questions. So when we describe the structure, what should we first of all pay attention to?
The
Whether there's a constituent.
Remember, yeah, the structure consists of constituents. Yeah, okay.
Constituency.
Di situ bawa sini lagi ya. Ya.
Now, in our grammar, generative grammar, when we are talking about constituency, we are going to describe it in a tree diagram. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to describe the constituent into phrasal as well as lexical parts of speech. Okay. Again, what is important in a structure?
Phrasal and lexical and constituent.
Constituent, right? Constituent. And then we are going to describe the constituent into phrasal as well as lexical. Okay. Let me give you an example.
Oh, I know that.
So from now on, you must be familiar with this.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, when we are talking about what is meant by TP, basically, if you read the textbook, TP basically means sentence or S, yeah. But here, let me use the phrase TP, yeah, rather than sentence, okay?
Okay, sure.
So, for example, if you describe the TP, remember, what must you do first?
Find the constituent.
What are the constituents of TP?
Phrase and lexical.
And lexical.
No.
Yes.
No. Look at this tree. What
Noun
are
phrase,
the
verb
Noun
phrase.
phrase and verb
NP1?
phrase.
Yeah, NP1, T, and VP, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay. And T basically does not consist of constituents anymore. But NP1, what are the constituents of NP1?
Determiner and noun.
Determiner and noun. Again, NP1 consists of two constituents, determiner and noun. Yes. Okay. What about VP?
Verb
Verb
and NP2.
and
Verb and NP2. Okay. And NP2? What are the constituents of NP2?
Determiner and
determinant
noun.
and noun.
Determiner and noun. Okay. Is that clear to you? And
Yes,
again,
Yes,
if
sir.
you look at the tree, how do I describe the constituents? I start with, for example, NP1. How do I start?
Finding the constituent.
No. NP1, sorry,
Determiner and noun.
NP1 is a constituent, right?
Right.
How do I describe it?
Determiner and noun.
No, I start with phrasal.
Oh,
Then I
phrasal.
go down in
Lexical.
and then I go down into lexical. So NP1 consists of D, then NP1 consists of N.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So
Yes,
when
sir.
you describe constituents, again, you use phrasal as well as lexical parts of speech. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
It's this one is easy because it's regular verb, right? So in the tense, we put ed because it's regular verb, which is
Yeah.
kiss and kissed. What if it's ate or knew or chose? What do we still have to?
Yeah. If you don't want, if you, for example, if you are confused with this, for example, if you have a verb like choose, so instead under T you must just use past tense, pass. For example, pass, and then under verb you just use choose.
Oh, I I see. So
So
I still use
in more
T, but the
yeah, the T basically you describe it as past.
Okay.
and then under the verb I put the root word.
Because in morphology, if you combine the root word choose plus past tense, it will become chose. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Pak. Sorry, you were breaking out in my end when you explained that a sentence
Yeah.
from now on is called TP. TP is tense phrase. Bukan ya,
Yeah,
Pak?
tense phrase basically
Okay.
this is in generative grammar. This is another name for sentence. Yeah. So according to Chomsky, TP is a better name because when you use a sentence, the first thing that you must think about is tense.
Okay, Pak.
So this is why the sentence is called TP rather than sentence. Okay? Because if
Okay.
you speak English, if you make a sentence, the first thing that you must identify first is what tense do you want to use? Is it
Yes.
present tense, past tense, future tense, present perfect tense, or what? Okay? So that's why a sentence in generative grammar is called TP. Okay? So the concepts of constituent, phrasal, and lexical, are they clear to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me go on, okay? After the most important element of a structure is the constituency, I'm going to also want you to remember that when you describe the constituents, don't forget that the constituents are hierarchically ordered. So they are not at the same level. Okay? So what do I mean by hierarchically ordered? So this means some constituents may be at a higher level, some constituents may be at a lower level, and some constituents may be at the same level. All right? Let me give you an example. If you look at this tree, what constituent is in the highest level? What is the highest level in this tree? What constituent? What constituent is the highest level?
NP1 and
NP1 and
No, I think the highest one is TP, right?
TP. Yes.
oh,
TP.
All right. NP1, T and VP, are they at the same level?
Yes, they are in same level.
Yes.
Yeah, NP1, T, and VP are at the same level because the three of them are constituents of TP, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
But what about NP1 and NP2? Which one is higher?
NP1.
NP1.
Why is NP1 higher than NP2?
Because NP1 is constituent with VP.
Constituent of TP, you are right. All right. What about NP2?
Constituent of NP1.
No.
No.
Look
Because
at this.
part of VP.
Yes. NP2 is lower because it is a constituent of VP, right?
Of VP, yeah.
Yes.
NP1 is higher than NP2 because NP1 is a constituent of TP.
Yes.
Okay? So again, how about the constituent D, N, V, and NP2? Are they at the same level?
Yes. They are in the same
Yes.
level.
At the same level. What about the determiner this and the determiner that? Which one is higher?
This, the determiner of this.
This
This.
is higher.
The determiner this is higher. Why?
Because
Because
that
it's
is
the
the
constituent of NP1.
constituent of this.
Yes, because this is a constituent of NP1, right?
Yes.
And that is a constituent of
NP2.
NP2. Okay. So remember, when you are describing the structure of constituents, remember the constituents must be hierarchically ordered. All right?
Excuse me, Mr. Yasil.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
In this case, can we say that subject is higher than object?
Yeah, we will come to that actually in a moment. But yeah, you are right. So the reason why NP1 is higher than NP2 is because NP1 is a subject and NP2 is an object. Okay. So you see here, by using the tree, we can easily describe the subject and object. Okay. Why is subject higher? Because NP1, the subject, is a constituent of TP. Why is NP2, the object, lower? Because again, NP2 is the constituent of VP rather than TP. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So what is meant by hierarchically ordered? Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So remember, if you want to draw a tree diagram, what must you pay attention to?
Constituent.
First, you must divide the sentence in or the phrases or sentences into constituents. Yeah.
Yeah.
And secondly,
Find the phrase and lexical.
Describe into tree diagram.
yeah. That's why I'm asking you. If you want to draw a tree diagram, what must you pay attention to? First one is constituents. Secondly, remember what will you do with the constituents?
Phrasal and lexical.
Yeah, of course. When you
The hierarchical order.
describe it, you use phrasal as well as lexical. Yeah. But what do you do with the constituents?
Pay attention to the hierarchy.
Right. Don't forget to pay attention to the hierarchy. Okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
remember, when you draw a tree diagram, first pay attention to constituents, and then secondly, hierarchy. All right? Up to here, any question?
No, sir.
Clear, yeah? Okay. Let me go on, okay? I think this is what I meant by constituency and hierarchy. So for example, TP consists of NP1, T, and VP. NP1 consists of D and N. VP consists of V and NP2. NP2 consists of D and N. If I'm talking like that, it means I'm talking about constituency or constituents, okay? But if I'm talking about which one is higher, NP1 or NP2? Is NP1 and VP at the same level? If I'm talking like that, it means I'm talking about hierarchy. All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let us now discuss in more detail the tree diagram. So basically, the tree diagram is used to talk about the structure of phrases and sentences. All right? Is that clear? So sometimes you may wonder why do we make a big deal with the tree diagram?
Yeah.
It is because in generative grammar, the tree diagram is used to talk about the structure of phrases and sentences. Okay. Can we talk more about the tree diagram?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So again, uh, I think I have mentioned this. So when we talk about constituents, we are going to employ the phrasal categories. Okay. And we start with the phrasal categories and we go down into the lexical. Yeah. Okay. And this is probably what makes Chomsky is so famous. Yeah. Because by doing this, he's able to formulate how native speakers of English use phrases and sentences into a very simple phrase structure rules or PSRs. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So according to Chomsky, okay, phrase structure rules have the following format. I want you to remember this, yeah. XP, arrow, basically, if you see arrow, please read arrow as consists of. So XP consists of X, Y, Z. What must, if you look at this rule, XP consists of X, Y, Z. What do you see must be there for XP?
X, Y, and Z.
Yes, X, Y, and Z. Okay. So, but you see, I make the X bold. All right. So actually, if you're talking about XP, the most important element is X. If you have XP, you must have X. Y and Z are not the most important elements in XP. Yeah. Okay. So because of this rule, if I have NP, what must I have?
Noun.
Noun.
Noun, right.
And
If I have VP,
V.
Verb.
V.
it must have a verb, right?
Verb.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have other elements, probably it's just a complement. Okay.
Okay.
How about PP?
Preposition.
Preposition, you must have P, right?
Yes.
If I have a sentence, TP, what must I have?
Tense.
Tense, right. So that's basically what is meant by this rule. XP consists of X, Y, Z. So remember again, everybody, if you make a phrase NP in English, it must have an N, right?
Yes.
Yes.
If you make a VP in English, remember, don't forget, you must have a V at least.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's the rule that Chomsky has formulated. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So don't forget this rule, yeah, when you draw the tree diagram, yeah. Okay? So because of this, according to Chomsky, there are only 6 rules if you want to make phrases and sentences in English. Okay? The first rule is if you want to make a CP, it consists of C plus TP. Okay? If you want to make a TP, it consists of NP, OCP, TVP. Okay? If you want to make an NP, it consists of D, AP plus means you may have more than one AP. You may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, unlimited AP. But you see here in this rule, what must be what must exist in NP?
It's N.
N, right? Because N is the most important element. The other are probably just complement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And PP plus. PP plus means you may have more than one PP. If you want to make a VP in English, again, what is the most important element in a VP?
Verb.
Verb.
Verb. But if you want to add an NP, it is okay. If you want to add another NP or CP, it is also okay. If you want to add more PP, more than one PP, for example, in a VP, it is also okay. If you want to include AP here as a phrase, more than one verb phrase, it is also okay in a VP. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to form a PP in English, you can use P and P. Again, P is the most important element, and NP is just a complement. Okay. And AP, the rule for AP, you may use AP, another AP, to modify A. A is, again, what is the most important element in AP?
Adverb.
It can be adjective or adverb. Yeah. So
Both
basically,
of them. Okay.
yeah.
Adjective or
So
adverb?
according to Carney, adjective and adverb, I just call A here. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So this is probably the reason why Chomsky is so famous, because he's able to formulate how native speakers of English use phrases and sentences into just this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 simple rules. You can also be famous. You can also be a famous linguist if you can formulate a rule, a very simple rule like this. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So the so-called English phrase structure rules, is that clear to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear, sir.
By the way, this belongs to transformational grammar. Yeah. Later on, we are going to change this because we have a better description. So later on, we are going to talk about X bar, and this is going to be replaced by X bar later. Okay. So these phrase structure rules for forming phrases and sentences in English, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us discuss this in more detail. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So let me give you an example. So phrase structure rules that generate NPs. Look at these two sentences, this example. John yearns for love. People yearn for love. Are they grammatical in English?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So if you divide John yearns for love, what are the constituents?
John.
John
John and yearns
So,
for love.
yearns for love.
and John and yearns for love. So let's talk more about John. So what is John? Is an
Noun.
NP.
Is an NP.
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 Consists of
Noun.
Noun
only
only.
noun, right?
Yes.
So when you describe the structure, you cannot just say that John is a noun, yeah? Because when we talk about the phrase structure rules, remember we start with phrasal before we go
noun,
down
phrase,
to lexical.
phrase.
Okay?
Yes. Okay.
So the same analysis goes for the sentence people yearn for love. So how do we analyze people? It is an
Noun phrase.
It's an NP consists of
Noun.
noun. Right. Is this okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
What about this? Oh, sorry. If you draw the tree, you can draw it like this, yeah. So NP
It's
and
noun.
then straight line N, and N consists of John. Okay. What about this? The boy yearns for love. Her
Yes.
children yearn for love. What are the constituents?
NP.
The boy.
The
The
boy
boy and
and yearn for love.
so how
The
would you
boy, yeah.
analyze the boy?
The
The
boy is
boy,
NP.
determiner, and nouns.
Yes. It is
Consists,
also an NP, but
consists of determinant and noun.
right, you are right. Okay. So the boy is different from John because the boy consists of two constituents, yeah, the and boy,
Boy.
determiner and noun. So in this NP, we say it consists of D and N. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Up to here, any question?
Not yet.
Even if the
Not yet.
even if the noun is plural, we just write boys. For example, if it is the boys, then boys is noun.
Remember, Todo, we are not concerned with morphology.
Oh,
We are
okay.
concerned with structure, syntax. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Okay.
reminding.
Yeah. So the phrase structure rules for sentences in number 1 and the phrase structure rules for sentences in number 2, are they clear to you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But remember, we may also have sentences like this. Yeah. The poor boy yearns for love. Her poor children yearn for love. Are they grammatical or not?
Yes, grammatical.
Yeah.
Grammatical. So what are the constituents?
The poor boy constituent with yearn for love.
Right. The first constituent is the poor boy, and the second constituent is yearns for love. So how would you analyze the poor boy?
It is NP, consists of determiner,
Adjective.
adjective phrase, and noun.
All right. I want you to remember this, yeah. When you describe a constituent, if you use the lexical, it only applies to determiner and head, yeah. Head means if you have NP, you must have N. Head means if you have VP, you must have V. Okay. So the lexical only goes for the head and determiner, yeah.
Okay.
If you have another element, for example, a lexical element like poor, remember, you must describe it in phrasal before you describe it into lexical, yeah. So this is why we say NP consists of D, AP, and N, and AP consists of A only, poor. Is this okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Is that
Yes,
understood?
sir.
Why inside NP we have AP?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Because
Because
it
it's
has
supposed to be
adjective.
Because
slightly.
AP is not a determiner and it
Yes.
is not a head, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's why we use phrasal before we go down to lexical.
Lexical.
In English, we can also have this, yeah. I saw a yellow box of cookies. Is that grammatical?
Yes.
So how would you analyze a yellow box of cookies? Is it an NP?
Yes.
Yes,
It's
NP.
constituent.
And what does it consist of?
Consists of
Terminal,
AP,
AP,
noun, and
noun,
Why
preposition.
why do I have AP and PP?
because they are not had.
They are not head and they are not determiner. Okay?
Yes.
That's why you must use phrasal. AP consists of A only, yellow. PP consists of P and NP. Okay?
Yes.
And then NP consists of D and N. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
why ISO is not analyzed because it is not constituent. Is it right, sir?
Which one is a constituent? Not a constituent.
ISO is not put in the diagram
No.
because it is
So
not
so a yellow
constituent.
box of cookies will be uh, so the constituent is I, and then so a yellow box of cookies. So a yellow box of cookies is divided into two constituent again. So and a yellow box of cookies. But here I'm just interested in the object, a yellow box of cookies.
I see.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Later on, we will focus more on the complete structure of sentences here. But again, let us focus first on NPs here.
Okay,
Sir, let me try to do this. So the TP is NP for I and VP for so and NP for a yellow box of cookies.
NP is I, and then
PP so
we have T.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Probably you might wanna use T as pass, and
Yes,
then
pass.
the verb is C. C, a yellow box of cookies.
Oh,
And then
okay.
C, a yellow box of cookies is divided into two constituents, C and a yellow box of cookies.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, sir, I understand. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah. Go ahead.
For T, can we use did rather than pass, or it has to use pass?
Did you mean?
Yeah. We use for T is did, not pass. Can we
ED
use?
you mean? You mean ED?
No, did the did, do, does, and did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't
Thank
do
you.
that because
Oh, okay.
we are going to have a theory for do later. Because do
Okay,
is
thank you, sir.
actually is what do you call it? It's helping do. Yeah. So later on, we are going to use do to, if you want to move, for example, an affix when you form a question, for example. All right. So let's not use do and did. So you may use ed, or if you don't want to use ed, you may use pass. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I would like to ask again. Why is the PP? I mean, why is the hierarchy of PP is lower than a yellow box?
I mean, again, what is your question again, Tono?
I mean, from this diagram, is PP considered to be in lower hierarchy
No,
than?
I think they are at the same level as N, AP, and D, right?
Oh, okay, at the same level.
Yes. But NP in PP, okay, will be different. So because NP is part of and the NP cookies is a constituent of PP.
Oh.
But the NP, a yellow box of cookies, is the highest one. Okay, because it is not part of anything.
Okay, okay.
All right, Todo, is that clear?
Yes, sir. That's clear.
So this is probably the most complex of NP. Yeah. So NP consists of D, AP, and PP. Yeah. And AP consists of A only. This should be AP consists of. I forget the S. Sorry. NP, NP consists of D, AP, N, and PP. AP consists of A only. PP consists of P and NP. NP consists of N only. Now, this is the is it grammatical in English? I saw a big yellow box of cookies with the pink lid.
Yes, sir.
So how would you describe the NP? A big yellow box of cookies with the pink lid. How many
The
APs do you have here?
Yellow,
Big and yellow, yeah.
pink. Yes, pink and yellow.
And then how many PPs do you have?
With the pink.
Of
And
of
with, sir.
cookies.
Of cookies and with the pink lid, right?
The pink lid. Yes.
So Chomsky represent this by using the plus sign. So if you see the plus sign, it means AP may be more than one. If you have PP plus, it means PP may be more than one. Okay.
Okay.
So if you draw the tree, it will be something like this.
So you mean, excuse me, Mr. Yasir. So you mean that adjective could be more than one adjective, and then the preposition could be more than one preposition. Is that right,
Yes,
sir?
that's possible in
okay.
English, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Yasir.
Pak, in the sentence, the pink is adjective, right? But what if the steel lid? Steel is noun, right? But in this case,
if you
steel
say
is
with the steel lid, so you may analyze steel as similar to pink if you want to.
Which is adjective, not a noun.
Yes, adjective, not a noun.
Rather than noun.
Okay. Because in the sentence, it functions as an adjective, not
similar to
noun.
yes,
Material.
it modifies the noun. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pak.
So the phrase structure rules for NP, is that clear to you? Any questions about the phrase structure rules for NP?
So
May I
far,
move on to another phrase? Adjective phrase?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in Andrew Carney's book, the phrase structure rules that generate adjective phrase and adverb phrase will be called the same. Yeah, they are both called AP. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in English, can you say something like this? I saw a big interesting book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then can you also say I saw a very
interesting
book?
Yes.
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 Do you think they have different structures or the same structure?
They are AP.
structure.
The first is adjective and the very is verb. Adverb.
Right.
Adverb.
So they have different structures, yeah?
Yes. Different.
Okay. Because in 6A, we have two adjectives, big and interesting, and remember they both modify book, right?
Yes.
But when you say I saw a very interesting book, interesting modify book, right?
Yes.
Right.
But very does not modify book, yeah. It
No.
modifies
Interesting.
Interesting. It modify interesting.
Right.
Yes.
So that's why they have different structures, yeah.
Okay.
So let me show you the structures. So if you draw the structure for the
6A.
first one, 6A, it is an NP. It consists of determinant, AP plus, and N. And AP consists of A only. Okay?
Okay.
So if you draw the tree, it will be something like this. Sorry. So if you draw the tree, it will be something like this. NP consists of determinant A. It
A.
consists of AP, and this AP consists of A only, big.
Yes.
And the second AP is yellow.
It's not
And
interesting, sir.
sorry.
A big interesting book, right?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yeah. Can you add later on?
Yes.
Replace
Okay.
yellow with interesting?
Yes,
Sorry.
sir.
I thought that I talk about yellow, yes. So it should be interesting, okay?
Papa, I don't understand why we don't put branch on AP. So like only one AP and then two A's,
Yeah.
which is big and
Yeah,
interesting.
this AP, remember, it consists of only of A, big. And the second AP is the same. It consists of A only too.
So why don't we use just one AP and then put two branches consist of big and yellow?
No, it's different. It's different. I don't think you can have a structure in which the word belong to the same phrasal. Yeah. Do you have, for example, if you say if you divide this NP into a big yellow book, can you divide this into a and then big yellow book? Ian? Are they the constituents of a big yellow book? So, for example, remember, if you draw the tree, Ian, you must divide them into constituents first, yeah? So what would be the constituents of a big yellow book? Can you describe this into a and then big yellow and then book?
No.
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 So that's
It
the
a
reason, Ian.
big
That's the
yellow
reason.
and book.
Yes, that's the reason, Ian. Because you have to divide the sentence in or the phrase into constituents first. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So same thing goes to NP. I cannot put two N's under NP.
No, you cannot. Because they will not be constituents of NP. For example, you give me an example.
How about computer laboratorium, computer lab? I mean, they are compound nouns.
Computer
Is
laboratorium.
adjective in that case.
Yeah. So if you describe the structure of computer lab, okay, computer will be AP, and then lab will be N. Todo.
Yes. The
Even though
computer manifests the lab.
computer is a noun and lab is also a noun, so they can be.
The computer is adjective because it modifies lab.
Right. Right.
Because it's the lexical function is as adjective.
So yeah, basically, the reason why we call the word computer in a computer lab as AP because it modifies lab. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So computer AP and lab noun.
Right. right? And lab will be the head of NP.
That means the computer lab, the hierarchy lab is higher than computer.
Lab and computer are at the same level because computer is AP and then lab is N. But the adjective is lower than N, Todo. Because AP consists of A only, right? In this case, computer.
Okay, sir. Yes. Thank you.
So this multiple AP, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
What about this? I think this is 6B, yeah. A very sorry, it should not be yellow, it should be interesting. Sorry. Okay. Can you change this later?
Book. Yes.
Yeah, a very interesting book. So very here does not have the same structure like the previous one because very modifies interesting, right?
Interesting, yes.
Very modified, interesting, sir.
Yeah, so the structure would be something like this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Should be very interesting, not very
Interesting,
yellow.
yes.
Okay, sorry. So, very interesting is an AP, and this AP consists of another AP, and the second AP consists of A only. Okay, and remember, the first A and the second A are hierarchically ordered. They are different levels because the first A is yellow, interesting, and the second A is sorry. Let me change this. Oh. So a very interesting book will have a structure like this. So NP consists of D, AP, and N. And AP consists of another AP. And this AP consists of A only, very. And the top AP consisting of AP and A. Okay, and this A is interesting. Okay. Do you see the difference? Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we can conclude that adjective or adverb that modifies noun or modifies another adjective or adverb has a lower hierarchy than adverb or noun itself. Like this, interesting is lower than book, and very is lower than interesting. Very, because very modifies interesting. So it has a lower hierarchy. Is that correct?
No, actually, yeah, you are right. So interesting A is lower than the N book.
Yeah.
And very,
And then,
of course, is lower than the adjective interesting, because very is a constituent of the second AP.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
the different structures between a big interesting book and a very interesting book. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh. All right. May I go on?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you say this in English? He ran to the store quickly and he ran to the store very quickly.
Yes.
So if you say he ran to the store quickly, quickly is an AP and this AP consists of A only. Okay. But if you say he ran to the store very quickly, this is an AP.
And A.
Okay. But it consists
AP
of,
and A.
yeah, inside this AP, you also have another AP again.
Yes.
Very. And this AP very consists of A only.
A.
Very.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see the different structures between the two?
Our brain is what makes us us. It's what does.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it's clear, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I go on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let us go to prepositional phrase. Can you say this in English? I haven't seen him before. And I will see her before noon. What's the difference between 8A and 8B?
Okay. The PP
in 8A is a
8A
PP.
is concept of PP. Consists of only P.
Only P. Good.
Yes. And then the
I will see
8B.
her before noon.
Yes, PP that consists of P and noon, and P it consists of noun. And
Yes. So the difference between the two is in 8A is a PP, but this PP consists of P only. Okay?
Yes.
But if you say before noon in English, okay, remember this PP consists of P and NP, yeah?
Yeah.
And the NP consists of N only, noon. Do you see the different structures between the two?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah? because
Yes,
after
sir.
this you will have to do an assignment and you have to draw the tree diagram.
Yes, sir. So the 8A is consists of only one PP, and then the 8B is consists of one P and one NP, sir, which is consists of noun.
Right, you are right.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Let me go on, okay?
Okay, sir.
Let me now move on to VPs. Can you say this in English? They smile and they smile happily.
Yes.
So what is the difference between 9A and 9B?
9A only has one PP.
It's a
consists of
BP,
V.
smile,
Yes.
and smile consists of V only, right?
V only.
What about they smile happily?
The 8B.
P consists of V
and
one P and AP.
The AP consists of
And
A
AP
only.
consists of A.
Happily, okay. You're very good. Okay. So do you see the different structures for 9A and 9B? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you say this in English? John can solve the problem?
Yes.
So what is the difference between this VP and the previous VPs?
This VP consists of
This VP only consists of verb and noun phrase and NP. But the previous
the previous one?
Verb.
Verb
consists
the
of
difference?
verb and AP.
So here we have V and VAP, yeah.
Yes.
But this one, V and P, okay.
P and P.
P
Yes.
and P.
So in English, it is possible to have different types of VPs, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
How about this?
Yes.
They go to school by bus in the morning. If you draw the tree for they go to school, am I correct in saying VP consists of V and PP?
Yes. V
Yeah.
and P and PP consists of P and NP.
And NP consists of N, yeah. Okay. What about they go to school by bus in the morning?
They go to school by bus.
VP.
What is the rule for this? They go to school by bus in the morning.
VP consists of V and PP.
So
Is
the rule for this is V PP plus, yeah.
Yes.
Because you
PP
have
plus.
more than one PP to school
Yeah.
by bus and
By
in the
bus in
morning.
the morning. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So you remember, whenever you describe the structure of phrases and sentences, don't forget the 6 rules from Chomsky, yeah? The phrase structure rules, yeah?
Okay. So, sir, if you draw the whole sentence, it will be VP consists of V, PP, and another PP.
Right. Another PP and another PP.
Oh, okay. And another PP consists of NP, determinant, and determinant.
Depends on the phrases and the
Oh,
sentences.
okay.
Okay. Because if you say to school, school consists of N only, right?
Yes.
But in the morning is different
Oh, okay.
because the morning consists of determiner and noun, right?
Yes.
Okay, up to here, everybody. Now let me talk about the phrase structure rules that generate clauses TP and CP. Yeah. TP again in the traditional grammar it is called a sentence. Yeah. CP is called clause. Okay.
Okay. Clause.
So if you draw the tree for Mary has written a letter, okay, it is a TP. It consists of NP, T, and VP. Yeah, and the NP consists of N only, Mary, and T consists of has, and VP consists of V, written, and the NP, a letter consisting of D and N.
So we consider participial as verb, written, writing, past participle, present participle, they are considered as verb.
Yeah. Yeah. So is writing, is will be the T. Writing will be the verb, todo.
I see.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, sir. Can I
Yeah.
ask?
Yeah, of course.
If the sentence is Mary wrote a letter, wrote past tense.
Wrote
So
will be
wrote, is it T or V?
T will be past, and then verb will be write.
Oh, if it is wrote, so V will be right and T will be
Past.
Pass.
Past.
has or just
Past tense.
has. Tense.
Yes.
Do we need to write anything because just tense?
There's no need.
No.
Because basically, if you move to morphology, write plus past will be translated as wrote. Yeah.
Oh. Right plus
Has.
tense. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in
Thank you.
terms of structure, the structure consists of T, which is a past tense, and the verb right.
Excuse me, Pak
Yeah,
Nasir.
go ahead.
Uh, tense in sorry to say that in the other sources that this tense there can be described as I note. Is it because of the persons who wrote the book, or who wrote the idea, or wrote the terms, or let's say different meaning?
Yeah, yeah.
That
It
just
may
I note that, yeah.
you may have different analysis, but
Oh,
here we try to be consistent. So when
okay.
we say we have a TP, we must have a T.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thank
Right.
you, Pak.
So basically, we try to stick to the rule that Chomsky has provided. So if you have X, if you have XP, you must have X, or you may have other elements such as YZ, but X must exist if you have an XP. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Pak.
Okay. So the phrase structure rules for TP, is that clear to you?
Sir,
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
if the word has and have are actually verbs for showing possession, that means has and have
No,
can be
actually has
described.
and have shows tense.
I mean, no, I'm talking about in the case of showing possession. I have a book.
Oh, I have a book is different. If you say I have a book, okay, then have would be the verb,
Verb.
and T would be present.
Hmm.
If you put that in a tree diagram, Todo.
Oh, okay.
So if you analyze, I have a book, I will be an NP, and then T will be present, and then
Present.
the verb will be have.
Have.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because it is a present tense, Todo.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Is the phrase structural for TP? Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you please just give an explanation about one more time about the I
I beg your pardon. Do you have a question, Harvey? Can I move on to the CP?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
For example, can you say something like this in English? John said that Mary had written a letter. Everybody, can you say
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Now, how would you analyze that Mary had written a letter? So in our grammar, that Mary had written a letter will be analyzed as a CP. Yeah.
CP. Close.
Yeah. And
Complement.
CP, yeah,
Complement.
no, complementizer phrase. And a complementizer phrase consists of C and TP. Okay, so if you draw the tree, that Mary had written a letter will be something like this. CP consists of C and TP, and then TP consists of NP, T, VP. Okay.
Okay.
I think now you are able to draw the tree diagram for every phrase, every sentence, and every clause in English. Do you have any questions?
CP stands for close phrase or CP stands for complement phrase, huh?
Yeah, we don't say close phrase, but we say complementizer phrase. So CP stands for complementizer phrase. Yeah? And C is
Complementize.
complementizer. I think I introduced this to you. Yeah, I introduced this to you last week.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Up to here, any questions? So now, actually, based on these 6 rules from Chomsky, you are able to provide a syntactic description of every phrase and every sentence in English. Okay? If you forget, you just look back at the notes, yeah? Okay? If you forget how to draw the tree. Okay? Remember, the tree must be based on the phrase structure rules, yeah? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. So it means
Any questions?
if we forget something, so we have to go back to the 6 rules of English phrase structure rules.
Right, right. Because
Okay.
remember,
Yes. Thank you,
those
sir.
6 phrase structure rules are the descriptive rules that Chomsky has found from speakers of English. Hardy.
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you very much,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So, again, for your assignments, I want to see whether you have understood this or not. So, the first assignment is part A, summarize in 1 page in your own words all the concepts you have learned from chapter 3. So,
Yes, sir. Of course.
I want
Yes,
you.
thank you very much.
Even
Yes,
though
we like your
there are many trees, I want you to explain in your own words what
we like your
they are all
assignment, sir.
about. Okay. And secondly, I want to see whether you are able to understand the phrase structure rules or not by drawing this for me. Can you draw the following NPs? Several remaining pieces of kitchen furniture. Are they NPs, everybody?
Yes.
The word on the tip of my tongue?
Yeah. Several
Yeah.
remaining pieces of yep.
So if you forget the rules for this, go back to the phrase structure rules that generate NPs. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I also would like you to draw the VP. Alexander's father will leave him the car. Leave him the car. How would you draw the tree for this? Peter is playing with his friend in the. Peter is playing with his friend in the yard. How would you draw the tree for playing with his friend in the yard?
VPP. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Okay,
discuss this with your friend, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Next. I want you to draw the following sentence. This spot made a perfect picnic place. What is this again, everybody?
TP.
This is a TP.
TP.
What about number 6? Sarah noticed that the book had a missing chapter.
CP and
CP.
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 This is a CP.
CP.
Okay. Can you draw the tree for this?
Yes, sir.
I hope so.
All right. By the way, before we say goodbye, is Dini here? Dini?
Dini.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a partner already?
Yes, with
Yes, sir, with
Amalia.
me.
With who?
Amalia, sir.
Amalia.
Oh, Amalia, sorry. Sorry, I forget. Okay. So put your names together and upload both, yeah, for my record, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Because I want to make sure that you basically have understood all the assignments. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So before we say goodbye, do you have any questions?
The summary, is it only one page again or more? Sorry, sir.
One page, is that enough? I think it's enough. Yeah, one page.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if
Yes, sir.
you write more than one page, I think I will read it too. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Basically, again, the summary is just to make you get used to writing.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Thank
If you
you,
don't have
sir.
any questions, let me end our online meeting here, and then I will see you again next week. Yeah. In
Thank
the
you.
meantime,
Okay.
if
Okay,
you
sir.
have difficulty doing the assignments, you write to me. Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
The
Okay. Or you,
assignment due date will be tomorrow at 10 p.m. also, sir.
yes, you are right. Yeah,
Okay.
tomorrow at 10 p.m. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So let
thank
me
you very
see
much.
how you draw the assignments. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So if you don't
Thank
have
you,
any question
sir.
more, let me end our session here, and then I'll see you again next week. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank
One
Pak
more,
you.
Yasir.
Thank you,
Thank
one
Pak
more
you.
evening,
Yasir.
Thank
Yasir.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you very
bye.
Thank you, sir.
much.